Hi guys, I was very lucky once again to get some free tickets to a show called Beats on Pointe. I again didn't get them for any particular reason other than I was lucky and saw the message first. I believe the supplier was Encore, but the website I've got here is last minute theatre tickets, so I'm not too sure, but anyway. I knew nothing when I got the tickets, or at least applied for them, because I thought free tickets, I'll take them and then I'll probably enjoy it, and worst comes to worst, someone else will want them. So as I was waiting to find out what the tickets were for, I looked online and saw what exactly it was. Now, I didn't do a whole lot of research, so all I really discovered was that it was a combination of dance and it was meant to be kind of funny as well. And that sounded good enough to me. I love watching dances, I love watching ballet, I love watching street, and I love comedy. So I just thought that would work for me, and I asked my brother and he said he'd be happy to tag along. So we went with the two of us, and he's not a huge dance fan and I wasn't sure if he'd enjoy it, but he loved it. So now, as soon as it started, they first make an announcement.
Whoop! There it is! There it! Now you can hear me. So what I said before...
And the person making the announcement sounded very Australian. So my brother and I looked at each other and we were a bit unsure of if he was Australian. And for me, what I've noticed is now when I hear an Australian accent, it takes me a second to place it. I'm like, it sounds familiar, but I don't know why. And then I realize why. Anyway, the show was beautiful. It was amazing to see the way they did what they did, and they made it funny. They made it sort of really almost like a dance-off, but not entirely, because there were bits that were, it was just gorgeous. It was so beautiful to watch. So as part of the deal for me getting the tickets, all I had to do was leave a review, and he did say you can leave any review. It doesn't have to be a good review. I've had mixed reviewers, that's fine. But I wanted to give my honest review, and my honest review, and I promise this is honest, and maybe it did help that the tickets were free, but it's not that I have to say this. I gave it a 4.8 out of 5 stars. This is what I wrote. This beautiful dance show was absolutely spectacular. Such a joy to watch. Everything from the costuming to the set to the choreography to the music and lighting was incredibly well thought out and made for a very enjoyable night. The dancers were incredibly talented and such a wonder to watch. The only minuscule downside was that once or twice only, out of the entire 2-hour show, it felt like a little bit too much was going on at the same time. But this is hardly a concern, and I highly recommend anyone who enjoys any form of dance to go see this beautiful combination of ballet and street. I mean, I think that summarizes it pretty well. We were very lucky also with our seats. We were, I think, row N or something, and it's meant to be one of the best seats. I don't know, it was really good. I was very, very lucky to get these tickets for free, but still, I recommend going. Now, I know there's only like a week left or so, and I'm sorry that I'm only putting this up now, but do go see it if you still have a chance. I also just want to say my review did get changed up a little bit, and I did say you can cut out whatever you want, and you know, that's fine, but he asked me if I'd rate it 4 or 5 if I had to choose out of those two, and I said 5, so it became a 5-star, and they cut down the minuscule downside, which makes sense, fair enough, but it just meant they went from this beautiful dance show blah 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 to such a wonder to watch, and then skipped to I highly recommend anyone blah blah blah. So they did change it up and cut it down a bit, but that's okay. Anyway, I just really think you should go see it if you still have a chance, because it's such a beautiful show, and if you really like any style of dance, just go. I mean, my brother is not a huge fan of dancing and he enjoyed it, so. Also, just by the way, after the thing finished, we discovered that it was an Australian group, so that explained the accents. Okay, bye!